There was a moment this week when you held your breath and no one knew, but I did. I saw the silent load you carried behind that quiet strength. I noticed how your compassion didn't collapse, even when life gave you every reason to withdraw. You've been the steady heart in storms that wanted to unmake you. You've longed to give others safety, light, and a place to feel known, even when you were running low yourself. That's why today I'm blessing you, because in your weariness, you didn't close off. You didn't harden. You chose love instead of bitterness. You trusted me, even when fear screamed louder than peace. And while others may have overlooked it, heaven didn't. The blessings set in motion now aren't just comforts. They are confirmations, proof of who you truly are, not barely surviving, but beautifully designed for glory, not perfect, not untouched by pain, but radiant, because your cracks let my light pour through. You are becoming a vessel, a quiet channel through which my goodness will move across this world. Yes, the blessings may come wrapped in mystery. Some may look like endings, or detours, or holy disruptions that ask you to release what once felt essential. But listen, I never remove without revealing greater. I never allow a door to shut without opening one carved for abundance. In time, you'll see clearly. But even before you see, I'm asking you to believe. Not because I need your faith to act, but because faith prepares your soul to recognize me, even when my ways look unfamiliar. This isn't about just one breakthrough. This is about atmosphere shift. Today, I place a new lens over your spirit, a divine lens that sees what pain once hid, possibility, beauty in the quiet places, my presence in everything. That, my child, is the real blessing, not just the gift itself, but the awareness of the giver. Let joy return gently, like waves brushing the shore. Let hope rise again. Let laughter sneak back to your lips, trembling maybe, but real. You don't need to force it. You only need to receive. Let today be marked in your spirit as the day you whispered, "This is when I began to believe again." Because what's coming isn't just promise. It's proof that I am still near, still moving, still on your side. And today, everything begins again. Type 444 if your spirit receives this restoration. You keep asking if I'm still near, but I never stepped away. In fact, I've been closer than your own breath, holding what your eyes could not yet see. I didn't come wrapped in glitter or noise. I came cloaked in glory, because what I'm unfolding in your life is sacred. So sacred, in fact, that even you can't yet comprehend its depth. I'm not asking you to figure it out. I'm asking you to trust me, as I let it rise slowly, like dawn through morning fog. All blessings begin in the unseen. Like seeds tucked beneath the soil, they need darkness before light. What you called stillness was never delay. It was a soundless work of roots growing beneath the surface. You've been walking ground I prepared before your journey ever began. Every step you took, every hesitation, was part of the architecture of a blessing designed just for you. Nothing has gone unseen. Not your confusion, not your lonely prayers, not the nights you folded yourself into silence, wondering if I'd gone quiet. I heard it all, even the prayers you couldn't speak out loud, even the tears that dried before anyone else noticed they fell. You thought you had to hold everything together, to stay strong while waiting. But I saw you, fragile in the stillness, wondering if the delay was your fault. It wasn't. Even in the silence, I was shaping something so specific, so beautiful that only your name could be written across it. This waiting wasn't a punishment. It was a protection. I was guarding what needed time to bloom at its most radiant hour. Yes, I know, you looked sideways. You saw others walk through doors your heart longed for. And for a moment, you questioned me. But hear this, child. You were never overlooked. You were never disqualified. The delay was never about your worth. It was about your calling. What I'm doing in you cannot be compared, because your path holds a different assignment. And with that assignment comes blessings that must be tailored delicately, divinely for your destiny. Don't resist the wait. Don't curse the slow roots, because the deeper they grow in silence, the higher you'll rise and bloom. And beloved, you are about to bloom. Type 777 if your soul is ready to rise with the roots I planted in silence. You think you're just waiting, but in the unseen, heaven is already building around your yes. I'm not making you wait to hurt you. I'm preparing you to hold what holy. I know the weight of waiting. I waited to send my son until the fullness of time kissed the earth. I waited to part the sea until my people stood where only a miracle could move them. I waited to whisper to Elijah until every storm went silent and his spirit could hear me clearly. So if I've asked you to wait, it's not a pause, it's divine alignment. I am setting things in order, not just around you, but within you. I'm expanding the borders of your spirit so you can receive what once felt impossible. I never asked you to be worthy. Worthiness was never the entry point. What I ask is simpler. Stay near. Stay open. Release every story you believe that told you blessings belong to others, not you. That lie, it ends today. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished for missteps in your past. You are being pursued by a love so relentless. It will not let you settle for a life smaller than what I wrote over you. And that love is moving even now. Some of my gifts will arrive without fanfare. A smile when your heart is weary. A message that stirs something in your chest. A quiet conversation that feels like heaven touching earth. Don't dismiss these. They are answers in disguise. I often wrap my presence in people. Watch how I speak through strangers, heal through friends, and use ordinary moments to launch you into joy. Other gifts won't come in form, but in atmosphere. You'll feel it before you see it. A peace that silences anxiety. A calm in the middle of what still looks uncertain. A boldness to believe before proof shows up. That too is a blessing. Because when peace comes before breakthrough, it means breakthrough is already happening in realms your eyes can't yet reach. You are not waiting alone. Heaven is in motion with you. You are walking forward, surrounded by promises that are already unfolding. You've asked me to show you I'm near. So I will, not with noise, but with holy interruption. A moment so personal, so precise, that something inside you will whisper, that was him. That's how I love to meet you. Not through spectacle, but through unmistakable nearness. And when those blessings come, don't second-guess them. Don't hold your breath. Don't explain away your joy. Let it return. Let your soul breathe. Let go of the tension it has carried far too long. I didn't bring you here just to tease you with hope. I brought you here to fulfill it. Type 555 if you receive this holy peace and its hidden gifts. You didn't stumble here. I led you because you're finally ready, not just to survive, but to rise with your palms open and your heart expecting goodness again. You're not here by accident. You were never the background to grace. You are the very reason it was poured out in the first place. You are not an afterthought. You are not the exception to kindness. You're the one I've loved all along. And I will keep proving it, not with grand speeches, but with miracles that leave you speechless and whole. So today, don't watch with fear of missing me. Watch with the joy of discovering how close I already am. Look for me in the subtle. Listen for the whisper. Let beauty catch your attention. Where burden once ruled your gaze. Let this be the day hope tiptoes back in. Let this be the hour light breaks through the window you forgot was there. You don't need all the answers. You only need the willingness to believe. I still speak. I still give. I still surprise. And I still love, wildly, patiently, endlessly. This day is not ordinary. This moment is not routine. Today is sacred, and I prepared blessings that won't just show you my power. They'll remind you of my tenderness. Yes, I know, you had days that felt too quiet. Quiet enough to let old doubts resurface, to let aching questions echo. Did you forget me? Did I mess this up? Why does it always feel just out of reach? But I've heard every word, and I've still moved closer, not to rebuke your hope, but to heal the places life tried to drain it dry. You haven't been punished. You've been prepared. And though it felt like silence, I was building strength beneath it all. Don't carry the stillness as shame. Carry it as evidence that I trusted you with a sacred season, because what's coming is not random. It's not luck. It's not hustle. And it's definitely not chance. What's coming was formed before the stars found their names. And it bears the fingerprints of heaven, etched with the kind of detail that only divine intention could create. These blessings are not just gifts. They are resurrection, designed to awaken the pieces of you that fear told to stay small. You didn't dream too big. You just got tired of being disappointed. So you shrunk the dream to fit the wound. But today, I'm breaking that fear. I'm inviting you into greater. Not because it's easy, but because it's already yours. You weren't made just to make it through. You were created for a life full of color, meaning, and divine encounters. I want you to see me in it all. In the thunder and the breeze. In the sudden doors and the slow miles. In the wild breakthrough and the quiet mercy. Because I am not either or. I am all. I'm the God of sudden winds and steady waters. I'm the one who sends daily manna and the one who carves rivers through wilderness. You've tried